You're frustrated because of the behaviors that are happening in your classroom. And you're even crying in the bathroom because you don't know what to do. You went to administration, which was no help at all. What should you do? In this video, I'll talk about how you can ensure you get the help that you need from administration. You need help? Let's get you some help. So this situation is very familiar to me because I've been there before, even crying in the office. And I've known a lot of coworkers that have been through the same kind of situation as well. So because of admin being so busy with other things that are going on, that the behind the scene things that you don't really see that much, you may get a visit from them maybe once a week just to check in and say hello to the kids and things like that. And while they're there, they may see one of two things. So they may see like a smooth running classroom where the children are engaged and happy, or a class where chaos is on the left of them and chaos is on the right of them. But from here, this is when your ability to manage the classroom becomes part of the conversation. That is not what you want. So what I've learned over the years, I hope can help you as well. But before we get to that, here's the hard truth. Your director is not going to intervene right away. So you may have already gotten the brush off and feel completely alone because you can't get through a lesson, or your circle time is straight trash, and so on and so on and so on. But I don't want you to give up reaching out for help. I want you to take care of some things first. So the first thing I want you to take care of is to make sure that you are working on your relationship with your children or the child in the classroom. And to go a little bit more into this should be part of your classroom management plan anyway. For me, I have 5 pillars, and one of them happens to be classroom environment. And within classroom environment, I'm thinking not only the physical environment, but also the relationships that are built in the classroom. So the thing about this is I wanted to pull it out of the pillars for now and give it its own shine. Making sure that you are connecting with those children could be a big part of handling your classroom management. A lot of teachers say that classroom management is relationships. So I want you to take that idea and make sure that you are getting to know those children, or the child that is giving you a hard time. Get to know them on their off time when they're worn out from giving you a hard time all day. Make sure that you are trying to get to know them a little bit more. I know when that happened to me, I was able to really build a connection with the child, and the relationship turned around and their behavior did a complete transformation. So don't underestimate the power of building the relationship with your children. The second thing to take care of is to audit your classroom management pillars. So I just mentioned in number 1 that relationships are part of your classroom management pillars, but the other ones that I want to talk about are your rules, your classroom environment, which is the physical, as well as the relationships, and your routines, procedures, and your transitions. So I'm not going to get too much into that because I have a lot of different videos really breaking down all of those things. So go ahead and check those out on my channel. When you really take a step back and take a look at, well, are my rules clear? Are they said in a positive way where the children understand what they should do and not what they can't do? And for your classroom environment, making sure that, the problems that you're having aren't because of how the classroom environment is set up. For routines, making sure that you are consistent with the routine, because those types of things, if you're not, can really throw the children off and really make it hard for them to get adjusted again, and then they don't feel safe or they don't feel secure. When you're talking about procedures, or when you're doing your procedures, making sure that you are clear with your procedures, making sure that there's a teaching part, there's an explanation part, a demonstrating part, and so on and so forth. And then with your transitions, making sure that you have transitions in the first place, because downtime is a time where a lot of different undesirable behaviors can happen. So when you audit, and this is not the whole thing. But when you really take time to take a look at what is going on and when it's happening and where it's happening, you can most likely take that apart and really figure out, okay, if I switch this or tweak that, then a better outcome could come from it. The next thing I want you to do is to check your expectations. So this is basically making sure that your expectations, and I don't mean rules, I mean how you feel or how you think or what you think the children can handle, making sure that those things are aligned with the children's actual abilities. So I have a whole nother video that really goes into depth about what I mean when it comes to your expectations, and I'll put that in the cards so that you can check that out. Another thing that I want you to take care of is making sure that you ask the parents for suggestions, and if nothing else, just keep them in the loop as to what is going on in the classroom. You know, not only what the child is doing that, you know, is unfavorable, but, you know, also providing things that are great that's happening in the classroom with the child. Make sure you're celebrating them as much or more than you are saying they're doing this, that, and the other. And another thing I want you to take care of is to evaluate your words and your actions. So are you being clear and consistent? Are you teaching and demonstrating what you want them to do? So I'm telling you to do all of this stuff because the next part of it is to take notes. Document everything and make sure that those notes are as objective as possible, because they want to make sure that you are just stating the facts. So that's a big part of it. So the way to get help from your admin is to, one, make sure that you're doing those 5 things that I have already mentioned, and that you have objective documentation of all those things that you have tried and that didn't seem to work. They want to know what you've already done, what you've already tried to do to remedy the situation. I've been in the office and I've told them, you know, this is going on, that's happening. And then they ask, well, what have you done already? And it's like, so you have to make sure that you are coming with ideas. And I mean, if you really want the help to be expedited, make sure that you cover all 5 of those things. You don't want to leave any stone unturned when you are going to your admin about getting help in your room. So the key is you can't go into that room with a problem without having tried various things to, you know, change the situation around. I've seen that happen to me, and I've seen that happen, like I said, with other coworkers, where they go in and present their problems, but they haven't really tried much or anything. So basically it shows them that you're not like crying wolf. And we're teachers, we know that reference, but that there's actually something here that needs their attention. And believe me, you will get it. So just to recap, make sure that you are doing those 5 things. Working on your relationships, working on your classroom management pillars, working on your expectations, your words and your actions, as well as getting in touch with the parents and getting some suggestions from them. And to be sure that you are taking objective notes to back up everything that you are telling your administrator. Go ahead and please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video has been posted. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.